Billionaire Burke, welcome to Music Speaks TV.
Thank you for having me.
Alright, like I said, first off, I done my research. I watched a lot of your videos, I read some blogs, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta start off by saying we're fans, first off, we're impressed by what you got going on.
Appreciate you.
Career. The name Billionaire Burke, how'd you get that?
Burke is my last name. Billionaire was something that I seen I was literally watching how at a certain point in my life I watched two pivotal things happen. Like LeBron went to the league. I didn't really watch basketball much until LeBron went to the league. And then a dude from Dobbs Ferry, New York, his name Mark Zuckerberg, he became the richest, the youngest, first youngest billionaire. And I was like, Dad, he from where I'm from. So that kind of been and then I was in the street with it. So it's for a young dude, I was big on saving my money. You know what I'm saying? While everybody else was blowing their money, I was big on saving it. So that became a little nickname in my hood.
And the last name, Burke, I read on a lot, the name, it holds weight.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Well, it comes from my mother's father actually, and Burke, my great grandfather. He was a war hero. He was a war hero from North Carolina. If you look him up, his name is Miles Shirley Burke. His boat got hit with a missile or something, and he saved everybody on the boat. So you got him, the lady who made the structure on the dime, that portrait you see on the dime, her last name Burke. You got Biggs, Kareem Biggs. He's a Burke also. He's one of the founders of Rockefeller. So I'm just putting my twist on it now. Now I'm writing my part to the Burke history on.
That's what's up. All right, this being your first time on the platform, let's take our followers back to the beginning. You're from East Harlem?
Yeah, I'm from the East Side.
All right. How was your childhood coming up?
My childhood was like a bounce around, to be honest. I grew up with my grandfather in Brooklyn. So I had to stay with my mother's father in Brooklyn till I was about 9. But every other weekend or so, he would take me to my grandmother, which was my father's mother, on the East Side. So I always was on the East Side a lot. And then around 9, I went to live with my mom's. And when I went to go live with her, she lived in the Bronx. My mother's a Bronx woman to the heart. She done lived everywhere in the Bronx. So I bounced around a lot. And then when I was about 11, me and my mom I guess in her heart, she felt like I was doing too much. In my heart, I guess I was looking for attention from her. So she kind of put me out, told me I had to go live in Atlanta with my aunt, which is her older sister. So I had to go to Sweetwater Middle School and live in Lawrenceville. And it was like a culture shock because I was used to hearing Biggie, Pac, and stuff like that. And they was playing that down there, but they was also playing Kilo and Goody Mob, and I wasn't really used to that transition, so that was kind of big for me. I had to really adapt my ears to that. I also learned about rock. My favorite group is Smashing Pumpkins. I learned about Billy Corgan. I learned about Nirvana. I learned a lot about rock music also.
Yeah, that's what's up. What's the one major difference from Harlem to Atlanta that you can see?
Faster.
A lot faster?
Faster.
Yeah, like I said, I lived in Atlanta for a couple months, and the major difference I see from where I'm from is traffic.
Nah, the traffic don't bother. You gotta figure I'm always in Atlanta, New York, and LA. So that's the 3 places you're gonna find a lot of traffic. So it don't really bother me. I live in the North, so yeah, that way. I live in the North, so I like it. And Harlem is just, you can get places on the train. I ain't taking the MARTA. And it's just fast. Harlem is fast. You could get left in a very New York minute. It's fast.
Right. What kind of music did you listen to coming up?
Everything. I was having my mom's a Anita Baker fan, so I had to listen to a lot of that. She named my sister Anita. That's what's crazy. So I had to listen a lot of Anita Baker. I had to listen to Betty White. I had to listen to Luther Vandross. I had to listen to Ron Isley. So that was in the in-house. But my mom's
Yeah.
really was like, she really introduced me to like a real wave of rap. I would say when Ice Cube made "Today's a Good Day," I think that was America with the KKK. It was, I think that was the album. And then the Chronic and Onyx. I could curse.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The Back the Fuck Up album. Those was like, that was pivotal. Like that and watching Menace to Society at the same time. Like I went to go see Menace, so I was learning like a lot about a lot of stuff. You know, it was a big transition.
And if you could name one song from your childhood that kind of describes it, what would that be?
Bitches ain't shit.
Bitches ain't shit. And why is that? Like describe.
Cause bitches ain't shit.
As simple as that. As simple as that.
Uncle Snoop said it.
You started rapping around age 16. So
Like really, it was like 14.
around 14.
I was trying to put the words together. I was trying to do my thing. 16, I took it a little bit more serious at that time. When I was 16, battle rap was real big in Harlem. T-Rex was kind of like, he was real young at that time. Around 17, 18, J Mills, a dude named Shells from downtown. They used to have this thing called like Battle of the Beats in New York. They had some like the Source unsigned hype, like they'll make you go to the ring and battle and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That was really never my thing. Like I was selling crack. I couldn't deal with. I was like what Hove was. I couldn't deal like rappers' lives was like I gotta wait to get paid. That wait to get paid thing was just
You weren't knowing that.
was too much for me. I needed instant gratification.
Yeah. You went by Young Maverick back then, right?
Yeah, damn, you really did your homework.
Yeah. Yeah, I did a little bit of homework. I like to know who I'm, sitting down and talking
Yeah,
to.
Maverick. I used to break a lot of rules, so that was my name.
All right. And when you were young, like I said, you're young, you getting money, you trying to do music at the same time, but kept getting in trouble at the same time, right?
Yeah, bids. I was like, you standing on that corner. I wanted to actually get off the corner, so I stood on it more because I figured if I stood on it longer, that I could make more money to get off the corner. And it didn't quite work like that. Actually, the longer you stay there, the more they watch you.
That's common sense, yeah. And you don't think that when you're young, you get into it, you just fast paced.
Yeah, no, I'm really. My first drug I ever sold was heroin, so the money was different.